In 2022, I saw in total 128 films, out of which 36 were Hindi films, 35 were Malayalam films, 26 were Hollywood films, 14 Tamil films, 10 Telugu films, 4 Kannada films, and 3 international films. What was your tally? Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and this is my best of 2022 all industries, everything, all around the globe. Now I'm doing this for the past 3 years, and if this is your first time, I'll let you know I just divide whatever I've watched in 3 levels. Level 3, level 2, level 1. Level 3 consists of good films which had ambition, they tried something, but it didn't work out well. Then we have level 2 with better films. They were really good, but there was something or the other which let it down. And level 1 is the best films. They may have flaws, but as a whole, they work really well. Now, there are some films that I've watched which don't go in any level. You can see them on screen right now. Don't want to waste time talking about them. Now, of course, there are a lot of films I couldn't watch for multiple reasons. And as always, whenever I get to watch them, I'll update the list in the comments below. Now, again, this is my personal list. You can agree or disagree with it and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So let's begin with level 3 first. All the films will be in the order of me watching them. So let's begin. The first is Mahan, the Tamil film. It was good in parts. Next is Jhund, which could have been really good, but the execution was not there. Then Pada, which I felt didn't have any impact on me. Attack, which I really liked the concept, but the execution was okay. Turning Red was nice film, but stretched too far. Bhishma Parvam, very cool film, but that's it. Naradan, novel attempt, but didn't work. The Adam Project, sci-fi, stupid, no logic, but it had emotions. Archana 31 not out, nice film. Runway 34, first half was really good, but they could have toned it down. Then Mission Impossible, nice idea with the kids, nostalgic. Dhakad, looked amazing, but story could have been way better. Sethu Thaman, very small indie film, talking about a social issue through metaphors. Anek, kudos for them, to talk about Northeast and these issues, but the execution didn't work. Major, a passion project, a biopic. It has its moment, but I felt the execution could have been better. Juk Juk Jio, a socially relevant film, talks about divorce, but they could have toned down the Bollywoodism. Doctor Strange 2 was good, but it was not the madness of multiverse. Daswi, interesting concept, good performances, and a fun watch. That's it. Grey Man was nice, cool action scenes, and for Dhanush, that's it. Sharma Ji Namkeen, a very interesting film having two actors play the same character because of, the passing away of Rishi Kapoor. Vashi, a courtroom drama love story. It was interesting but average. Dear Friend, very interesting, very mysterious, doesn't really answer your questions, but worth a watch, at least once. Lal Singh Chadda, loved the way they adapted Forrest Gump, but it was just too slow in my opinion. Raksha Bandhan, a novel idea, maybe it stretched too far, but Akshay's comic timing was great. Dobara, not a best of Anurag Kashyap at all, but it was a cool time travel movie. Joe and Joe, a fun family film. Kartikeya 2 was a good adventure film. They had big ambitions, but not that budget, but it was still a good attempt. Lightyear looked outstanding, but the story could have been better. Vikrant Rona had the potential, but because of the commercial elements, didn't work that well. Brahmastra, visually spectacular, loved the world building, but the writing needed more work. DC Super Pets, if you're a DC fan, you'll love it, but that's it. Chup, very interesting film, but some outrageous moments which didn't work. Vikram Vedha, the Hindi remake, really cool, slick, but had the same problems like the original. Black Adam was gonna change the hierarchy, but couldn't. Wonder Woman, the Malayalam film, was cool, interesting, but that's it. Gold, I enjoyed it more than others, but it was fine. Padavetta, interesting ideas, but the execution could have been better. Freddy, a nice attempt and a one-time watch. Koman, the first half was really interesting, but the later way it went, I was not a big fan of. Bedia, again, really cool concept, building the Sri universe, but there was a big need of rewriting. Hit 2, a good addition to the universe, but it lacked a style. Dr. G, a typical Aishwan film. It had its moment, but not a big fan. Govinda Naam Mera, first half really drags, but all the twists and turns in the second half makes it, watchable at least once. The Teacher, novel idea, the concept is interesting, tackling an issue, but the execution didn't work for me. So that was level 3. Now it's time for level 2. And the first film is Hidayam. Really enjoyed it. The music was outstanding. Maybe more nuances and layers could have made it better. Bhutakalam. This film really hit me hard. Very scary. Loved the psychological drama until they turn into horror, which I was not a big fan of. Encanto, Disney's film, really fun, but a one-time watch. Loop Lapeta, really good remake, but one-time watch. Geraina, very layered narrative, but again a one-time watch. The Batman, really enjoyed it, but I felt the running time was little long. Jalsa, very good movie. If the ending would have been better, only if the ending would have been better. KGF 2, enjoyed the hell out of it. The volume could have been turned down. Janagana Mana, such a good film, but the setup for the sequel didn't work for me. Sani Kaida, very violent film, but a one-time watch. Jayesh Bhai Jordar, people didn't appreciate it, but I definitely enjoyed. Thar, a really good western with layered narratives, but forgettable. The Northman, such a good film, very gritty, but I actually wanted little more, but didn't hit a home run. Vikram, amazing first half, but the last 40 minutes I was not a fan of. 777 Charlie, really emotional, takes you on a journey, very heartwarming, but a bit long. Kuttavam Siksham, very realistic, raw film, but the Hindi actors really let it down. Rocketry, a really novel attempt, could have better execution. Ante Sundaraniki, a lovely rom-com, like the non-linear screenplay, but forgettable. 191A, very hard-hitting, maybe too many songs. Darlings, a dark comedy, the balance was really good. Really good performances, but a one-time watch. Elvis, didn't know anything about him, but definitely enjoyed his biopic. Sher Dil, the Pilibhit saga, a very interesting satire, but the execution could have been better. Sita Ramam, very nostalgic love story, but there were few moments which I didn't like. Porian Selvan 1, grand, epic, but confusing. Kantara, an amazing experience in theaters. It is a commercial films and there were some elements which I'm not a big fan of. Nachatiram Nagargirat, not for everyone, very cerebral and it makes you think. Vendu Thanindat, a very interesting gangster drama, but not a big fan of the ending. Appan, a very hard watch. It's a film that makes you feel bad, but in the writing I needed a little more push. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, a tribute to Chadwick, yet taking the story ahead. Really like the world building, but a one-time watch. Rorschach, very interesting idea, executed really well, but didn't have the same impact, but a one-time watch. Monica, oh my darling, very well made film, but didn't connect to me personally. Trishyam 2, a very well made remake, maybe it needed little more nuances. An action hero, very meta film, enjoyed the performances, but at many points the action didn't look that good. Bullet Train, a crazy action film on the train, a must watch, but a one-time watch. Triangle of Sadness, a very different experience, first time watching this director's work. It's like a crazy version of Parasite. Decision to Leave, again a very well made film, but didn't connect me personally. Jaya 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 Hey, dark slapstick comedy, a humorous version of The Great Indian Kitchen. Great performances, but a one-time watch. And the last is Glass Onion, a Knives Out story. Very entertaining, very fun, but I like the nuances of the first film better. And now it's time for level 1. First is Badhai Do, one of my favorite films of the year easily. First of all, it's a human story. I love the focus on the humans in the story. Gangubai Kathiawadi, outstanding. Sanjayla Bansali, Alia Bhatt, they just nailed it. Kadaisi Vivasai, so innocent, so heart-touching. Loved this Tamil film. RRR, oh my god. This year will be remembered for this film all over the world. Pudu, amazing performance. The layers in the writing was so good. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Again, an outstanding film of the year. So crazy. This is the real multiverse of madness. The visuals are outstanding and at the budget they made it, wow. Top Gun Maverick, the highest grossing film of the year. It was such an amazing experience in the theater, and Tom Cruise, man, what to say. Gargi, a very emotional story. Sai Pallavi just nailed it. Avasavayom, a very meta story. It's a satire as well as a superhero origin story. Malayan Kunj, a disaster film, but mixed with the bigotry tale and coming out of that. Thirachitramlam, the pair of Dhanush and Nitya Menon just win you over. Nathan Case Kodu, amazing satire, and Konchaku Boban just nailed it. Nope by Jordan Peele, again, outstanding. The mix of sci-fi with relevant issues is so good. Thallumala, full-on action-packed film. The visuals, the creativity, I was blown away. Attention Please, a thriller I don't want to watch ever again. So dark and so good. Love Today, a surprise package. Enjoyed the hell out of it watching it in theaters. Arip, so natural, so well made, and amazing performances. No Bears, my first of this director, and I was blown away by it. The Whale, I cried at the end of the film. What a performance, what a narrative. Oh my god, it hit me hard. Kala, one of the best Hindi films of the year. Amazing performances. Loved the way it was made. Just outstanding. And the last but not the least, Saudi Velleka, watched it in Kerala. Really enjoyed it. Such a heartwarming yet heart-wrenching film. So guys, those were my list of all the films I saw of all the industries. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And it is the last video of the year of 2022. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for following the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting, all of that. It was a great time and I'll see you next year.